I guess first things first, let's address the elephant in the room. There is some news. I mean, honestly, anyone following the podcast is probably following us each individually on every form of social media around, and they may have noticed this week, since we're recording this on a Thursday, and it's coming out a couple days later.
This literally happened 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, they may have noticed that a certain user or a certain co-host of the podcast, Cough Dana Cough, has been permanently suspended from Twitter. What happened? Can you at least explain this to me?
This is so fucking unbelievably stupid. So someone made a post that was like, here, I'll actually link you the exact post. Someone made a post that was like,
Yeah, let me see if I can see the reply that says this user is permanently suspended.
so someone was like, tell me what class you play in World of Warcraft without actually telling me what class you play in World of Warcraft. And I replied, I will stab you in the dick and ass with like multiple S's. And I got permanently banned for advocating for violence. I play a rogue in World of Warcraft, and the joke with a rogue is like you're always stabbing them in the dick and you're always stabbing them in the ass. That's all you ever do as a rogue. And I was permanently banned for Twitter.
Yeah,
from
it's
this
like
bullshit.
not even warning. When did you make your account? How long have you been posting on Twitter?
Oh, since 2010.
Yeah, so you've had this account for like 10 years. You
I've never been warned, never banned, nothing, never like nothing.
And now you are suspended. I mean, like, of all things, like, at least there's a definitive reason. There's people who get suspended on social media accounts that they literally don't have any idea. Like, there's a story of this guy who got suspended for ban evasion. He's never been banned before, and, like, he never got a response. But the issue is that, like, obviously, once you are suspended... Actually, what can you do on Twitter currently?
So when I look at my Twitter page, my feed is exactly the same. Like, I can look at everyone I follow, et cetera, et cetera. I can't see anything on my page. I can't see basically anything, anyone I follow, anything like that. I just see my feed, and that's it.
Can you follow accounts?
No, I cannot currently follow accounts.
Okay, so it's literally just a time capsule of, like, hypothetically, like, 6 years from now, if you want to follow someone, it's like, no, you can't. You gotta just remain all the people who you've followed here.
Actually, as of 3 hours ago, I haven't seen a single new tweet, so I cannot see any future tweets on my feed. It's just, like, what's left from 3 hours ago. So... Oof. Here, I'm sending you a screenshot of exactly what I said.
Well, the issue is, so I assume you've gone through the appeal process, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I guess if you, like, take it out of context, I guess that's awful, but it's, like, it's not like I was, like, I'm coming to your house and killing you. It's, like, I feel like I was pretty, like, tongue-in-cheek with how I typed it, but I guess not.
Yeah, so I was looking into this, and, like, people have definitely been wrongfully accused of violence on Twitter for, like, things out of context. The issue, though, is that the appeal process does... It either doesn't, you don't get any response, or the response is generally a no, because if it's reviewed by a human, not to sound like, I want to say this in like the least harmful way possible, but often it will go to a call center, and it's very, very difficult if the call center is overseas to translate humor. So like something that may be sarcastic, something that may be like humor, if you get someone from a different country that's first language is not English, it is very difficult for them to really understand what you're trying to say. Also, if they haven't played World of Warcraft and understand that's the thing rogues do.
Well, that's what I wrote in my Twitter appeal. I was basically like, hey, like, I'm not advocating for violence at all. I would never do that. You can see in my account I've never been reported, banned, or anything like that. I was replying to a tweet that was like, explain your World of Warcraft class, and the joke is the rogue class in World of Warcraft stabs you in the dick and ass. So that's all it was, nothing more. I apologize for any misconception, and that was my appeal.
Well, we'll see. Maybe this is like not even drama. Maybe like we'll come here Monday.
No,
it's like,
I'm pissed. Like,
no,
if I
okay,
get permanently banned,
of course,
if I'm permanently
pissed.
banned from Twitter, I'm like super pissed at that.
No, but what I'm saying is like maybe they're gonna look at the appeal, be like, you know what, this is a reasonable person. We are going to unban them immediately, and then like by Monday, no one's gonna notice that you've been suspended for like a couple hours. But I guess we'll see. We'll see how it works. I mean, like obviously, there's one thing to just like not be able to like use Twitter yourself, but it actually is like you are right to be pissed, because one, these companies have like absolutely no like methods of recourse, and once
you're just fucked.
Yeah, you're generally fucked. Like I got fucked a while ago on like Google AdSense because like my friend did something and like tried to make me money when I was like 12.
Yeah.
And like my account from when I was 12, like 14 years ago. I'm still suspended with no course of recourse. Like I appeal, like, nope, we determined your behavior was suspension worthy and you will never have the right to be unbanned ever. It's like, okay, I guess I'll never make advertisement revenue from Google.
Well, like the
ever.
difference is like I've been permanently banned from things, but it's things that I did that was against the TOS and stuff like that. Like actively going out of my way to like break rules, to, like get banned in like a game or something like that. This is like, I mean, I guess I break TOS, but it's like it's out of context. Like I don't know, like
you should probably have gotten to suspension first. I feel like, especially because of the political climate after like the January 6th attacks, like they're not tolerating anything. It's like, okay, gone from the platform forever. You don't matter. You don't have enough followers for us to actually
cancel
flag this.
culture, man.
You have been canceled on Twitter. I mean, of all the big websites to like be banned from, it's probably the best. Like if you get your Google account banned and can't access like Gmail and like any other Google service,
you did that, you're like fucked.
You're like absolutely fucked. Yeah. So that's the big one. There's also like the fact that like Twitter is entertaining, but it's also the worst ever. You're probably gonna be a lot less angry if you can't really access Twitter. I mean,
I love Twitter.
You
I
love
spend so
Twitter.
much time.
But like, what?
But
if
I hate Twitter. I got so mad yesterday, like on Twitter, like, and I had to like do like a whole like reply thing to people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get into that. Like, honestly, that's funny. Like, yeah, you're like, oh, I want to talk about this on the podcast, and like now you can't even talk about anything on Twitter ever again. I mean, like, this might turn a new leaf. There might be pre and post Twitter ban, and like post Twitter ban, it's like you get in shape, you write a book.
Something tells me this isn't gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna write a book. The time I was banned from Twitter and how
no,
it changed
it'll be
my
like
life.
how World of Warcraft made me go from like a gifted child to crack whore under the bridge.
Pretty much
a Dana story.
It's like actually what close to what happened. I
Crack
am next to a bridge right now.
I don't know about whore, but I could assume you're not doing crack. Is that your crack dance? Oh, that's your whore dance. Okay.
So shake my body. Give me money.
Okay, I can believe it.
what we're talking about?
Oh yeah, we're talking about your productive life after a Twitter ban. Like honestly,
it's gonna be exactly the same. I actually quit playing World of Warcraft like over a month ago. I haven't logged in over a month, but now I'm addicted to like 5 other games. So it's the exact same thing.
Lord of the Rings Online being one of them, but
never again.
Never again. Oh come on. What I will say is that if you were to become famous, Twitter could only be used against you, right? Like, I feel like every single person who like gets I mean, like obviously neither of us are gonna be like Kevin Hart famous. I'm gonna say that.
Oh well, yeah, like Kevin Hart's like the stunning example. He said like what was it? He said basketball's gay like 10 years ago or some bullshit, like something stupid. I don't remember specifically what it was. And then people like try canceling them for it.
Yeah, so not only has your Twitter history from like 2010 been erased, not you don't have anything like so bad there, but like everyone was making edgy jokes in like 2010 that like can be taken out of context.
We both have some pretty bad things. I think I've sent you like Facebook posts from like or like Twitter things from like 10 years ago that we both said that were just like holy shit.
Yeah, it's like that joke's a little too edgy. But
so
anyway.
I want to take this point to shout out a website, redact.dev. They will actively there's a one-stop shop to delete all of your Twitter history, your Discord history, and everything.
Well, I mean, like,
redact.dev.
why don't we just say shout outs to the Twitter moderation team for just deleting everything? You don't even have to like download an app or go to an app. It's gone forever. And now you can't tweet something that people take out of context in 30 years. So congrats.
Well, and I can't argue with people on Twitter. Like, speaking of argument,